Hey everyone, Richard here, Metal Fan. Bring you guys a little bit of an update video, and yep, I just want to also say before I get started, I just want to say I'm sorry I haven't made any videos in a little while. I've just been incredibly super busy with a lot of shit recently, but anyway, I just want to bring you an update video. This is going to be a sort of an update with my CD collection. Yeah, since the last one. But yeah, let's get started. I got some 2014 albums that I got in, well, late last year and earlier this year that I haven't purchased yet, and I've been meaning to since they come out. So let's get started. First one is The Singularity Phase 1 Neo Humanity by Symmetry. I mean, I fucking love the hell out of this album. I mean, I don't know why I didn't put it on my end of your lists. I mean, it's a really good album. I mean, I don't understand some people that hate them all because of ever since, you know, that Robert and Lars has become the two vocalists to replace Christian Ahlstrom. I mean, you know, I don't prefer them or either way. I mean, I like them all equally. But this album is really good. Another one is Shadows of the Dying Sun by Insomnium. Now, this was sort of an introduction to this band for me. I never really listened to them before, but then I heard this album. I think it was the song While We Sleep. And I was like, wow. And then I checked out the rest of Insomnium, and yeah, I definitely get more Insomnium at some point. Another great one, Sunset of the Golden Age by Alestorm. It's just typical Alestorm stuff, just pirate metal, make you want to walk the plank, just scallywag. That's the worst pirate accent, but anyway, good album. Next up is another new band I got into, which is 3 by Zera 3. Now, this was also an introduction for this band for me. Never really listened to them, but then I saw a friend of mine, my friend James actually posted about them, and I was like, you know what, I'll go check out Zereth, and all I have to say is, holy fuck, this album is really great. Definitely get 1 and 2, that way I have all their albums. It's really good. Next up, I don't even need to introduce this next band, this guy, which is Devin Townsend with his new album, C2, which is a double album, actually. Which has a Sky Blue and Dark Matter. It's sort of like 2 different albums in one, which is a really good album. Whoa, shit, dropped the disc, sorry. Anyway, this is a really good album. That was really good. And this, I know some people probably sort of like, whatever. It's the self-titled album from Sonic Syndicate. Yeah, I was a little bit apprehensive with this album. On the fence with this, and I've heard a couple of the songs, like the song Before You Finally Break, which features a Bjorn Strid from Soilwork. I decided to check this album out, and it's okay. I mean, it's not the same as it was when they had Richard and Roland in the band, but this album, it's not that bad, I'll gotta admit. And speaking of Richard and Roland, I actually finally got this, which is Fragile Immortality by The Unguided, which is really interesting, really good album, I have to say. I mean, it's good. It's pretty good. I also really need to get the debut album, Hellfrost, but this album is really good. I don't know what, it pretty much cost me like $15, and I heard their debut cost like $20. I mean, I don't know why their albums are so expensive, but I was like, you know, fuck it, I'll just buy it. But yeah. Next, another 2014 release is a band that, well, some people like and some people hate, and that is Years Since the Storm with Hopeless Shelter. This album is actually pretty solid. I mean, it's kind of describe them honestly. They kind of sound kind of like metalcore, new metal. In fact, they kind of sound like Slipknot on this album. I mean, I heard all their other releases. You know, it feels like I'm listening to a different band with this each release. So, yeah, and I'm also somewhat good friends with these guys. I've talked to the members a few times, and they seem like pretty cool dudes. And this next one is actually from the same band. It's actually older. It's rare. It came out in 2011, which is To the Clouds by Years Since the Storm. I finally now completed their discography. I mean, this was an album I looked high end and low for, but I had a friend who I actually know someone who was actually stationed in a brain. They said I was looking for this, and they said send me all this one. It's really good EP. So yeah, it's another rare. Now I have a couple rare albums and shit in my collection. So yeah. It's really good. Another album, which actually came out in 2011, good metalcore album, which is Darkness in the Light by Unearth. It's a really good album, really great metal. One of the better metalcore bands I've heard, and I fucking love this album. It's just, wow. Yeah, next up, this album is actually an older album. This actually came out years ago in 1985, which is Spreading the Disease by Anthrax. Just basically typical classic Anthrax. The first album what they did with Joey Belladonna on vocals. I fucking love this album. It's a really good classic. What can I say? Next up, I actually got some local bands right here to show you, which is kind of weird. First one is I'm also really good friends with these guys, which is Aquarius by Albion Empire. It's sort of like the front, it's the back. It's a kind of like a little bit of a vinyl. Where you open it up, it has a disc. It's like a little mini disc. They're pretty good. I mean, describe them, the kind of very progressive stuff, similar to like Born of Osiris, Between the Buried and Me, stuff like that. Who progressed with their next release, Thelema, which I really wish they would press some physical copies, which I'm definitely down to get if they ever do that. So yeah. So then actually, first album next one I got is a split album, and I showed this in one of my reviews. Review of this is a split between the two local bands, Extraña and Decayer. And Extraña, which they sadly recently broke up, which is a shame because I thought they were really great. And here, you saw my review of this. I showed this in my review of it. I think it's a pretty good split. Yeah. Next up is another older album. It's actually a debut album from this band. That is One Cent from the Golden Hall by Monomarth. Just so yeah, a really good album. So I'm now like 2/3 of the way from completing their discography. It's really good. And then this album I put off purchasing for a long time. I don't know why I put it off for so long. I think it's another classic black metal album, which is my favorite black metal of all time, which is In the Night Side Eclipse by Emperor. I mean, just wow. It's just some very old school sounding black metal, and I fucking love this album. It's just amazing. Next up, I got some melodic death metal here. The first two albums from this band. And I got in the debut album, which is Lunar Strain by In Flames. This is the classic In Flames, pretty much the only In Flames that matters, because I'm not really a fan of their newer shit, because, well, their latest album fucking sucked. But anyway, it's a really good album, and this one I put off purchasing for a long time, and I finally got to own this, The Jester Race, which is, in my opinion, they're my favorite album of In Flames, and this album is just fucking amazing. I really love the hell out of this album. Next up is an older album from 2004, which is The Undying Darkness by German metalcore band Caliban. Really good album. Really like this. It actually comes with a second disc from Abacus Recordings. Has just a bunch of different bands and stuff, which is okay. Next up is a classic album, which is The Album Offering Revelations of the Unsung. Another good album. And then I got some 2015 albums to show you guys right now. First one I bought this year, which was Dormant Heart by Silosis. It's a damn good album. I think it's better than their last album, which I forget the name of. But yeah, it's a pretty good album. I mean, I had to listen to it a few more times to get into it, but it's not bad. I thought it's pretty good. And the coolest thing is I like their they did a cover of a Smashing Pumpkins song Zero, which is pretty good. And then next up I got in the new Napalm Death, Apex Predator, Easy Meat. I mean, this album, I mean, it's good. I mean, this album is a beast, but honestly, I think the last album, Utilitarian, was much better. And this album is an epic album. This could be one of my top albums of the year, possibly, which is Beyond the Red Mirror by Blind Guardian. It's just, this album is just fucking epic and bitchin', and I fucking love this album. Next up is I actually got this yesterday, which is the new Enslaved album, In Times. I mean, I love this album. I mean, this album is just really good. I think it's a really great follow-up to 2012's Retir, which I also like as well. But anyway, I love everything that Enslaved ever done. And actually, I forgot I actually have another local band, which is a band called It Was Late Last Night with Effort. It's sort of like a little thing they put in with the disc and stuff. And it's pretty good. Pretty good local band. You should check them out. I'm also friends with them. Next up, I got some folk metal right here. First up, we have some Ensiferum, the only EP from this band, which is Dragon Heads by Ensiferum. Fucking love this EP. It's the first release with Petri Lindroos on guitar and vocals. It's really good. And then, obviously, I got their new album, One Man Army. I mean, this album is just awesome. It's a 2-disc thing. It's a hard book. It has 2 discs. This could also be a contender of Album of the Year. I mean, I fucking love this album. It's a really great album. I love it. I think I love this album more than Unsung Heroes, honestly. But then again, I love everything Ensiferum has ever done. Next up, we got an oldish album. Well, it came out in 2011 outside of America, but it came out in America in 2012, which is Rice Remain, City of Vultures. Now, if you don't know who this band, they were a metalcore band, which, if you don't know, their singer, Austin Dickinson, happens to be the son of Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden. And sadly, they broke up this year, which is a shame because I kind of like them. I mean, this album is really solid. I swear they had potential, but yeah, it's a shame. And the last few albums, I completed their discography, and they're all from the same band. And I'm looking forward to their new album coming out March 31st. So, yep, I gotten all the Nightwish albums with Tardia Turunen on lead vocals. We got the debut album, Angels Fall First, which sounds a little bit of a folk metal vibe, and it's a good album, but I think it's their weakest, in my opinion. But they just keep getting better. Oceanborn, which is a really pretty good album. It's sort of how they get gotten more better. And I got Wishmaster, which comes in this weird discount, weird little case. I don't know why. I just press it. It just has this. No, it just feels a bit weird. Then we got their EP, Over the Hills and Far Away. Then we got Century Child, which is a really good album. I really love the album artwork. It's just gorgeous. And Once, which is the last album they did with Tardia. And I'm really looking forward to their new album. So yeah, that's basically my CD update for you guys. Check out any of the albums if you haven't. Yeah, hopefully get some more CDs eventually soon. I'll probably get some for my birthday here in about a week or so. I'll do a vlog then. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Keep it metal.